Let's get ready, say go. Let's go. Rainbows in the sky, let's fly away like a bird. You're free to see the boundless face of the earth. Let the wind blow you like a knife and glide away. Far beyond the clouds, you'll find another place. If the road ahead seems so cold and gray, turns today, don't you be afraid, go and fly away. Chala, hey chala, no time to hesitate, go on and search the earth, within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala, don't be afraid, you got the power to get through the darkest nights. Chala! Zooming round and round in the sky like a coaster. Hold on tight, or you may find yourself trapped in a maze. When that happens, you may think you will never find your way. At the past, you may take seem all the same. If the road ahead should leave you so cold and gray, when night never turns to day, don't you be afraid, go and fly away. Chala, hey chala, no time to hesitate, go on and search the earth, within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala, be cool, don't be afraid, you got the power to get you through the darkest night. Hey chala, no time to hesitate, go on and search the earth, within it is a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala, be cool, don't be afraid, you got the power to get you through the darkest nights. Chala.
Solid Steel Wrestling presents KliqBait Wrestling. What is going on, peoples? This be your boy Smith, as always, joined by my North American thick boy tag team partner, Matitude 22. Happy New Year, everybody. It's a new year, and still wrestling to talk about. So, how's everyone doing today?
Yeah.
How you doing today, Matt?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Chilling. We got a good show. We got a lot to talk about. We back from our holiday break. And
yeah, feels like a lot has happened.
That's because a lot kind of has happened. I mean, just this past week. I mean, we'll get into it. Like, I mean, we had AEW's World's Ends. A lot happened on that. There's been some departures from WWE. In fact, before we really start anything, I gotta pay my respects and condolences. Of course, we did lose a titan in the industry, Matt. We lost a titan. I don't know if anybody knows, but one Kevin Dunn no longer employment
Yeah.
of WWE. The era is over. I am now looking for new gainful employment. And I am not picky. In fact, Western today, I rolled out told them non-stop action. AEW, I could get that women's division to the next level, so give me a call. I know John Laurinaitis. I would have told you, Tony, don't get rid of that Jay Cocker. She is money. Drop the roll on that one, Tony. But look, we can turn that Chris Statlander around. I'm telling you. And that Julia Hart, oh wow, smoking. And she's of age too? Oh wow.
It's like next week, the whole AEW women's division, they're all gonna all of a sudden have blonde hair.
Listen, you want to be successful? You gotta be like Charlotte Flair. She is the queen. But yeah, WWE let Kevin Dunn go, which was bound to happen eventually at some point. It was just one of those kind of matter of time. They probably got to give him some kind of deal, severance package before they boot his ass out.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like, you know, like the McMahon regime is kind of fading away.
Yeah,
and I think he was
put
like
out the statement letting people know that he's gone.
Yeah, and I think that he was like he was in many ways like one of the last big people that were like in McMahon's like circle, you know.
Might as well say he was his right hand man.
Yeah, like he was he was like his right hand man.
I mean, which is good because like it was time for that guy to go, man. His way of doing the show was just outdated.
Oh yeah, big time.
But as you can see, now that he's gone, Papa Puff's like, it's time to go to work.
Yeah.
And the first big announcement we got pretty much right after that is the signing of Joshi star Julia coming to NXT. Which this has been kind of Triple H's plan from long years ago, back at the Mae Young Classic. He's always just been trying to get all the top like indie talents and big stars from other promotions to bolster their roster. Which, to be honest, is not anything new, because that's what Vince did.
Yeah.
Vince took the best talent from everybody's promotion and put them under his umbrella.
Yeah, like that's sort of like what almost killed the territories, you know? Like he was just poaching from every territory and assembling like a super roster.
Yeah, but Triple H ain't trying to poach nobody. He's just like, hey, if your contract's up, and here's an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just giving them an opportunity. Hey, I got big money offer. I get you more exposure. Basically, raise your stock. You know, so. And like I said, most of these wrestlers are wise to know that, like, look here. Going to WWE is gonna be probably the biggest deal you're gonna get. That being money wise, like you're not gonna make as much here as you would say in an independence or even in the promotion you're currently in now. Because I can almost guarantee they're not gonna pay you the same amount as what WWE's about to give you.
Yeah.
especially if they consider you or see you as somebody that's gonna pay back in dividends as being a draw.
Well, like if you look at like Dragon Lee, probably one of the best examples. Like he was the only guy ever to be signed to NXT that was just right off the bat making like main roster money because they knew that this guy is like
He's already a
this
draw.
is like a top guy.
He's already a draw,
Yeah.
and that people will show up just to see him here. So it's like, okay, pay him the top dollar. Pay him the top dollar to come here and do his thing. So like I said, most wrestlers nowadays, like, remember how it was maybe like 10, 20 years ago where it was like every wrestler's dream was like, oh, I wanna rise up in the indies and eventually make it to WWE, because, you know, at the time WWE was the biggest show, the only show in town. And then it got to a point where it's like, okay, I can actually make a living being an independent wrestler. So it's no longer just a desire to go, oh, I'm a wrestler because I want to go to WWE. It's just like, I'm a wrestler because I like being a wrestler. And now it's like, people just go to WWE to build retirement money. Like now you go to WWE to get retirement money. Like when you're tired of doing the road with, you know, not, I would say, depending on if you got that kind of clout to make your pay rate, I'm pretty sure every promotion is not paying you the same every time you show up, unless you got a scale pay rate that they're willing to accept. But at the same time, you're still paying most of the cost of everything else. Where it's like WWE's like, hey, here, we'll pay you, you know, $5 million for fucking 10 years or whatever, 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You go right there. That shit, that's good money. Plus whatever other bonuses you gonna get from them Saudi shows and bullshit. Where it's like, hey man, I'm building up a retirement. I'm building up my kid's college fund right now, and it's guaranteed. Whereas like the indies ain't always gonna guarantee me that money's gonna be prompt and on time. WWE, I know I'm getting paid. You know,
it's like it's like Nakamura, right? Like Nakamura, I don't think he said it, but I think it was somebody that said it about him. But like basically for Nakamura, like this is his like retirement years, you know, like he's making, like, to him this is just like making easy money for him because he's having like matches. He's not doing the strong style anymore, where, you know, like he's not having matches where he's getting the shit kicked out of him.
Going on, guy,
yeah, you know, like he's not having like 25-minute matches in New Japan anymore. You know, he's having like a 5-minute match on Raw.
You gotta kind of
So
assume, you would have to assume Nakamura's gotta be at least making $1 million, at least.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's no way. There's no way he's not. There's no way he's not making. He's got to be on the higher end. For sure, of like,
yeah, because I would have to assume for the many years now that he's been in WWE, from NXT to main roster, I would have to imagine he's probably, if not $1 million, we at least talking about at least 500K. You know what I'm saying, in that range, like, because it's got to be good money, because he's already resigned once, hasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's got to be good money. Because you already know New Japan was like, no, we got to get this nigga back.
And you know, it's a thing where like I could see them paying him like big bucks just to keep him there, just to not have him go somewhere else. You know, like they could, like, even if they don't want to do anything with him, I could see them paying him the big bucks just to like.
Well, we've seen them do that in the past. They did that to Brody, remember?
Yeah, like we'll just pay you just because we don't want you going anywhere else. Like we don't want you going to AEW, or like we don't want you going back to New Japan, or they'll keep him just in case they want to do something with him down the road.
And all the while he gets to sit at home, get paid,
and then, you
chill.
know, like he got to go to Noah and have the match with the Great Muta. Like he got to do that, so it's a thing where it's like, hey, like listen, like we want to keep you here. We're gonna pay you. We're gonna take care of you. You don't need to go nowhere else.
Yeah, and then you can also be like Funaki. You can be a liaison to get us other Japanese talents if we need to.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, technically, that's kind of Funaki's job right now. He's that liaison that gets their foot in the door to New Japan talent. I'm pretty sure he can make a call to his homie Takamichi Noko and get just 5 guys up in here if they really wanted to.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I don't know. I think Takamichi Noko wouldn't go back though.
I don't think so.
I think his career's better just being back in New Japan, to be honest.
And like as is, he kind of wrestles so sporadically. And he's got his own, like he's running his own promotion. I think he's probably just good with that.
Yeah. But like I said, right now Papa Paul is boosting up that roster with all the best talent he thinks is out there. Hey, why not? If like I said, if the contracts are up and cats are looking to change vocations, change vocations in schools, hey man, that's more power to them.
Yeah.
Because I think also I think they got Camille too. He got Camille.
I heard that they had made a big offer to Camille.
Yeah, so they might be snatching. She might be heading over to the PC to get a little workout too.
Yeah.
See what her skill level is really at. Cause I seen there was some footage on Instagram and Twitter from Natalya Neidhart where she had Jane Cargill up in the dungeon and Ricky Starks was up in there doing some workout.
Yeah, supposedly,
Well, they basically stated that the dungeon's open to anybody from any company if they just want to come out and work out. Okay. So it's open to any company's wrestler. So if you from AEW and you want to come to the dungeon and just do a little sparring and just get your shit quick, they said come on in. So Ricky Starks came on in. I wasn't surprised why, because he besties with Cody. Yeah. So you already know he was going to show up, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was under the table talking about what's popping. Can I get in when my contract's up type shit.
Yeah, like he's another one that I keep hearing, like when his AEW contract runs out, he's WWE bound.
He probably is, because listen, you don't think they've been scouting Ricky Starks? You don't think
I'm sure they have.
They probably been keeping an eye on that dude since he was in the NWA.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet good money that Cody already put good word in on him. Like that's my boy. So of course I want my boy here. Everybody wants to be surrounded by their homies.
Yeah. So
they're gonna sit there and go, hey man, like listen, shit, put my man Ricky. Like, everybody saying the same thing about MJF. He gonna go hang out with the roller coaster. He gonna hang out with the roller coaster. Yeah, you know this. WWE probably going to tone them down a little bit, but they're going to try to let them do whatever. But that's just a few things. Like I said, a lot's been happening since we've been off, so that's why I'm just kind of spitballing everything I can remember, because a lot happened. But the more important things I did not forget. We had a return. Which this was funny to me, because it was like teasing, like, oh, former WWE Champion will be making their return to Monday Night Raw. And then they fucking did that thing where they stuck it to you, and it's like, it's Jinder Mahal. Like, the size that came out was fucking hilarious when they heard Jinder's music, and it's like they purposefully put the camera on the crowd so that when they announced it and you heard his music, everybody was like, oh, yeah. Like, really? Jinder
Yeah, like
Mahal?
it's funny, like you knew as soon as Jinder came out, like I knew it wasn't gonna be him. I'm like, yeah, this is just like this is a red herring. Like
Yeah.
they got it's somebody else. But I thought it was pretty funny. I kind of was like, it would be pretty funny like if it was just Jinder, like, and then Jinder just leaves, and then nobody else comes out, and people are
Yeah,
like,
they
wait, that's
just
it? There's actually no one else?
Now, everybody was kind of assuming it might have been like, oh, it was going to be like Stone Cold or something, but it wasn't. It was the return of the People's Champ, The Rock. The Rock.
Great one.
The great one showed up to lay us the smack of down on one Jin, which, you know, big ups to Jinder Mahal, because, you know what, I'm going to be an Jinder Mahal apologist. I was on board for his title reign, all the way.
Me too.
Because it was something different. It was somebody new.
Unexpected.
And it was unexpected. So I was all behind it. But the lack of respect the man gets is just astonishing. And it wasn't that bad. If it wasn't for Brock Lesnar, it could have gone longer.
Oh, definitely. I think I think the biggest thing was, yeah, like I think Brock not wanting to work Jinder, that ultimately killed his title reign.
So like, yeah,
had Brock been willing to do that, I'm sure he would have held the title for longer. Like people sleep on Jinder's title reign. Like people sleep on it, but it's like, no, he had a pretty solid reign. Like, you know, he had a fair number of defenses, and he held the title for longer than anyone could have expected, you know. And again, like you said, I think had it not been for Brock, I think he would have held it for much longer.
but I would say big ups to Jinder Mahal showing that he can be a company man. He at the end of the day, he's the butt of this joke, and he came in and did the job.
Yeah.
So it's like, listen, for those who hate, like, you can't hate on a dude who knows that at the end of the day, this whole segment, you're the butt of this joke. They hyped you up.
Not to mention,
they hyped it up that a former champion was making a return, and nobody was expecting you. And then at the end of it all, you still come out of it getting your ass whooped by the people, someone they actually wanted to see, that being The Rock. And this was like, wow, man, like you gotta be a real team player. You gotta be a real team player.
and it's like, kudos to him, because his promo beforehand I thought was entertaining, like where he's talking in Punjabi and they're booing him, and he's like, he's like, you all just booed your own national anthem. I thought that was good, and then, you know, he held his own with The Rock, man. Like you gotta give it to him. Like he held his own against The Rock. Like not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of people can do that, but yeah, like he did it, and you know, Jinder does not get enough respect for sure.
Yeah, like I said, I'm in that camp of when I think of Jinder Mahal's title reign, I'm like, yeah, it wasn't all that, but you know what? It wasn't the worst thing. You know, it got the Bollywood boys over a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It did a lot for a lot of people who may have not have gotten that spotlight if not for this situation.
Yeah.
Because before that, like I said, what were the Bollywood boys doing at that time beforehand? Jobbing out on 205? Jobbing out on 205. Barely.
Yeah. Barely.
And it was good fodder for Mahal to keep him strong, because again, you gotta have somebody every now and then be the job guy, and that's what the Bollywood boys were for.
Yeah. And I think he held the title longer than people could have expected. Like, I think as soon as he won it, I think, like, okay, Jinder's
he got at
just
least
transitioning it.
He got at least, if I'm not mistaken, at least 5 to 6 months on it. He got
at least
decent time with it. Because like I said, he won it. What pay per view was that he won it at?
It was Backlash. It was like the first pay-per-view after WrestleMania.
Yeah, and then he lost it at what, Survivor Series? No, before Survivor Series.
Like a week before Survivor Series.
So that means you had to have the title through that whole spring season to SummerSlam.
Yeah, like he held it through SummerSlam, and he defended it successfully at SummerSlam. Like, I remember at SummerSlam when it was him versus Nakamura, and everybody thought like, yeah, okay, like Nakamura's for sure gonna win. Like, there's no way. Like, this is it for Jinder's title run. Like, there's no way Nakamura's losing. And then he beats Nakamura. Like, I think too, like, that surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, so
like, I think people were thinking like Nakamura was just gonna wipe the floor with them.
And he held on to it. Like I said, if it wasn't for Brock, he probably would have went to Survivor Series, had his match with Brock Lesnar or whatever. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see something real quick. This fucking WWE, goddamn stupid title reign history. They want to unify the goddamn thing.
Yeah. It's like every 6 months they gotta change the title and change the lineage.
Oh shit. Okay, so Jinder Mahal held the WWE Championship for 169 days. From May 21st.
Yeah, that's not bad.
From May 21st to November 7th. So 7 months he basically had the title. That's not bad. That's not a bad
That's not
reign.
too bad for your first title reign.
Yes. 7 months? Shit, you made it past a major pay-per-view? Shit, okay.
And another thing, I'm pretty sure, because I think after he lost the WWE title, but I think at WrestleMania that year, didn't he win the US title in like a fatal 4-way?
He did win the US title, yeah.
And I think he beat Randy Orton.
Yeah. No, you know what's crazy? Okay, so when AJ Styles beat him, AJ had the belt for 371 days after that.
Yeah.
A whole year? Damn, I didn't even realize that.
You know, though, it's a thing, too, where it's like, I don't want to...
Because then after him was Daniel Bryan, and that was back when we were the Planet Champion, and he only held it for like 144. And then, of course, after that was Kofi, and he only held it for like 180 days.
Yeah, and it's funny because it was very much the same thing where AJ was supposed to fight Brock at Survivor Series, and then a week before Survivor Series, Daniel Bryan beats AJ and wins the title, and now it's Daniel Bryan and Brock at Survivor Series. So it very much in the same way that AJ won the title, he lost it in almost the exact same manner.
Yeah.
But he was just on the other side of it.
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about it, but it's like, Jinder had a decent run.
And I think, like, his title reign is memorable. Like, when you talk about how long AJ had the title, I can't remember anything from that title reign.
You know,
but if you're talking about
like I'm looking at the history of like the people before him, and like, okay, so the last person that held the WWE title for more than like 100 days was Seth Rollins back in March of 2015. 220 days.
Okay.
Everyone after him, listen to the list. It's a murder's row. Roman Reigns, 1 day. Sheamus, 22 days. Roman Reigns, 40 days. Triple H, 69 days. Roman Reigns, 76 days. Seth Rollins again, 1 day. Dean Ambrose, 83. And then we get to AJ Styles. AJ Styles, 140. John Cena, 14 days. Bray Wyatt, 48. Randy Orton, 49. And then we get to Jinder Mahal at 169.
Wow.
Those some sad ass fucking reigns.
Yeah. Especially,
And it's not like these are some jobbers here. These are all main events.
like when you kind of say like Bray Wyatt and
Yeah,
like
Bray Wyatt's
the
reign
knowledge that
was,
he's not here.
Yeah, and it was his reign was literally less than 50 days.
Yeah, like Bray Wyatt's reign was criminally short. I mean, I guess I guess he would go on to win the Universal title as the Fiend and have a bit more of a run, but yeah, that first WWE title run was pretty disappointing.
I don't even think Bray Wyatt's one of the Fiend was even at it, like longevity, because it's. Let me look at it now. I'm already here, so let me see. All right, so we got Bray Wyatt's first reign went for 118 days. And then his second one would also go for 118 days. And then he had one reign that was like for 6 days. Wait a minute. No. Actually, correction. It's backwards. WWE got the shit flipped for some reason. He only had his first reign as Universal Champion went for 118 days. His second reign was only 6, so he only had 2. He only had 2 reigns. So the first one was 118. The second one was 6. It's a lot more than his WWE Championship, but even then, it was just kind of overshadowed. Like Goldberg and then Braun Strowman. And then, of course, Roman came and the rest is history. So, it's weird, man. But, you know, coming back full circle to Jinder, like I said, people give him a lot of bullshit, a little hype. But I'm like, listen, man. You got to be a real team player to come out here and know people are gonna kind of boo you out the building and then get your ass kicked by the person they actually came to see. That being The Rock.
Yeah.
So it's kind of shitty, but I mean it was cool. And okay, before I lose track, Rock wasn't just there to beat up on Jinder. He kind of made a statement that was kind of like, you know, unless you actually stuck on stupid. It sounds like we might be getting that Roman Rock confrontation at some point down the line.
Yeah,
because he made it clear about where he sits in WWE, and he asked the people, should I sit in the chair, should I sit at the bar, or should I sit at the head of the table?
Yeah.
You ain't gotta say nothing else after that. The seed been planted. Seed been planted. That's all you need now.
Yeah.
The question is, a lot of people are like, okay, who's now got to take a back seat? Is Cody got to wait a little longer to finish his story? CM Punk, because it's like, even though we got 2 champions in main rosters, somebody's gonna have to take a back seat if The Rock's coming to meet the Tribal Chief.
See, that's what I'm kind of, and I feel like that's what I was saying like last year, and again, that's a big issue that's a big thing where I criticize Triple H is sometimes I think he plays the long booking game, he plays it too much. And like they made the decision to have Cody lose at WrestleMania last year just to be like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to have him lose and then he's going to work his way back up and then the following WrestleMania he'll beat Roman. Yeah, it's going to be great." But then in a year a lot of things change, right? Like last year at WrestleMania they didn't have CM Punk.
Yeah, now you do.
Like CM Punk wasn't on the table. Now you do. Like last year The Rock maybe wasn't on the table. Like last year at this time, like The Rock was like the hierarchy of the DC universe is gonna change, and like Black Adam was gonna be like the biggest comic book movie of all time. Then it goes on to be the one of the biggest financial failures in all of DC movies, and now suddenly like The Rock is available. So I think it's kind of you maybe played it too long on Cody, but it's a thing too where now Randy Orton comes back and everybody's fucking horny for Randy Orton. Like all of a sudden people cannot get enough of Randy Orton because a lot of what I'm seeing people are saying is people want Randy to face Roman at WrestleMania. People want Randy to end Roman's title reign. It seems like it seems to me like they played the long game on Cody Rhodes. They played it too much, and it seems now Cody Rhodes has just kind of become an afterthought. In the sense of a lot of what I'm seeing like in Facebook groups and a lot of what I'm seeing people saying is it's Punk and it's Randy and now it's The Rock, and those are the guys they want in the potential main event at WrestleMania, and Cody just doesn't seem to be a part of that equation anymore.
Yeah. So it's
Like they played the long game too much, and then they might have played themselves.
Yeah, so it's like now you find yourself in this position where it's like, man, we got all these possible main event situations. Which one's the biggest money? Well, they already know which one is the biggest money. So,
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oops, now we got to find a consolation for these others. Because, like I said, if Rock's coming to square off with Roman, it's only going to be at one place, and that's WrestleMania.
See, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, that makes sense, because I'm seeing a lot of people are saying they'll do Rock versus Roman at Elimination Chamber.
It's like, no, it's only going to be at one place. It's only going to be at one place.
Yeah, like, that's
WrestleMania.
Yeah, like, to kind of...
It ain't going to be at the Rumble.
That's gotta be at
It ain't going to be at the Chamber. It wouldn't be at SummerSlam. It's going to be at Mania. That's the money match. Yeah. Who of this Samoan dynasty actually sits at the head of the table?
Yeah. I don't know, like, the only thing they could potentially do at this point, they could throw us a curveball and they could take the title off Roman before Mania.
But see, here's the thing: they're trying to get Roman over Hogan.
See, the thing is, for Roman to beat Hogan's reign, he would have to hold the title until SummerSlam.
Yeah, he'd have to hold it till September at least.
Yeah, so he'd have to, for him to kind of break Hogan's record, he'd have to hold it well into next year.
But then again, with the Rock though, there's always that chance of, we did get that once in a lifetime when motherfuckers booked it a whole year in advance.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of potential like what could happen, but my thinking is
I could also see a scenario where say they do Rock Roman Mania, and Punk and Rollins still becomes a thing, but we throw Cody into that because Cody and Rollins had a thing. So it could still kind of make sense why that match would happen, and also kind of give three men this kind of main event, maybe. I don't know. And then to find out who wins, I don't know. I would say swerve it all and let the Money in the Bank guy cash it in. Let them take it on, and then they all still gotta finish their stories. I don't know.
I mean, I get or
though. Like have
they
a
could
triple threat
another thing they
and let Damian cash it in on them.
or they could potentially have Roman do double duty.
What, defend the title twice?
Yeah. Like, okay, like let's say, because the thing is, does Roman Reigns versus The Rock, does the WWE title need to be involved in that match, or is that match big enough that it transcends the title?
It would have to. It would have to be for the title, unfortunately, because the title also represents the head of the table. Because he's the champion for as long as he's been, it has to be for the title. So if Raymond was a double duty, lose the title, and then face The Rock, it would mean a lot. It would mean a lot less because his status as being the top guy of the company has now been already taken by whoever got the title from him. So it has to be for the title. Rock can't just... It's different if Roman was not the champion now, right? Like right now. And Rock wanted to face him, then it'd be different. But because he's the champion, because he's the longest reigning, it's got to be for the title. It's the only way to end what is the bloodline. Because once Rock beats Roman, then it's back to square one for Jimmy and Solo and Roman. They're going to take some time off, and then they'll come back with a reset.
Then by that logic, I don't see how Cody fits into the equation.
That's why this is a triple threat for the world title. Because he has the previous history. When he first came back, who did he beef with? Seth Rollins. Who did he have that Hell in a Cell with the torn fucking chest muscles? Seth Rollins. So it would make sense in a booking standpoint to reignite that rivalry, as well as the rivalry between CM Punk and Rollins. And then if you want, Cody and Punk could probably throw words at each other just based off of AEW type history, under the table type shit, underlying jabs and digs and wink winks to the smart marks. So you got all that potential on the table. All that potential is on the table.
But then does that take away from Punk a little bit? Because I think, like
that's the risk in this scenario, because I'm pretty sure Punk wants just a main event in a one-on-one. I don't think he wants to sign up for no kind of triple threat.
Like, I think the match is Punk and Rollins. I think if you add Cody, I think that dilutes it. Like, that
honestly,
dilutes
it just dawned on me. I don't think any of this would work, because the last thing CM Punk wants to do is be once again outshined by the fucking Rock.
Yeah.
To lose his spot to The Rock again, yeah. So something, if any, I don't know. Really don't know. Gonna have to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I think the only logical, I think it's Punk and Rollins night 1, and then probably just be The Rock and Roman night 2, and then I think Cody just loses his spot.
I still say Punk wants the last night. You gotta be night 2. Night 2 is the actual main event. Night 1's not gonna be enough. Because again, if he takes night 1, he's again being outshined by The Rock, by Rock taking night 2.
Do you think The Rock does night 1 though? I think The Rock would do the. I think The Rock would do night 1.
The Rock would do night 1.
So that yeah.
Because
so
I
then
think
there you go. So then
as much as people would like to see The Rock face Roman and dethrone him, I think people want to see Punk more.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think people want to see Punk more. It's a thing that a lot of, at least the smart Mark fans, is a thing of like Punk. In a lot of people's minds, deserves to get that spot because he never got it when he was champion. When he was at the time the quote unquote longest reigning, he got outshined by who? The Rock. And The Rock wasn't even in a main event capacity for any title, but yet he main evented the show while the champion, went earlier on in the card.
But no, I think he beat Punk for the title.
He didn't beat him. He beat him at the Punk. He beat Punk for the title, but I'm saying when Punk was champion and he was booked for Mania, he didn't get the main event. He got outshined. Remember, The Rock faced John Cena, and that was a non-title competition.
That's right.
So he never got that moment where he was WWE champion and he got the main event WrestleMania. Sure, he lost the title at the Rumble, but he didn't get that main event time when he was champion. Because wasn't it him and Bryan that had a match, and the shit didn't main event the card?
No, at the WrestleMania with Rock and John Cena won.
Yeah, who did he face? Who did he defend the WWE champion?
Jericho.
It was Jericho? Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay.
It was him and Jericho.
Yeah, and it didn't main event the show.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was the thing. So it's like, if anything, he wants night 2. He wants the main event. It can't be anything less. And especially being it's The Rock again? No, not even.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure I can almost predict somewhere in the ether, Rock has said something to Paul Levesque when The Rock returns. I'll be like, yo, don't fuck me. Don't fuck me. Like, I came back with a deal and an agreement. Don't fuck me. Like, for real. You don't think he said that shit? Don't fuck me, man. As much as people want to sit there and say this is my last chance, but it's like, hey, man, I came back here probably on some kind of agreement. And it's like, hey, just give me that. Give me that. I'm already bringing you in the numbers, so it's not like I'm not worth something to you. So just give me that one thing. Don't fuck me. I'll do whatever you ask. Just don't fuck me. I'll put over who you need to put over. Just give me that one thing and don't fuck me.
Then, like I said, I don't see where Cody fits into. I don't see where Cody fits into the equation.
Cody just gotta wait a little bit longer.
I think that's the answer. I think Cody's, if the understanding is that The Rock and Roman has to be a championship match, then because Cody, then because it would be a waste for them to do that Roman versus a Rock match. It would be a waste to do it anywhere but Mania.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter as much. Even if you put it on one of the other big ones, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter in the Rumble. It really wouldn't matter at SummerSlam. It sure shit wouldn't matter at Survivor Series. So it has to be WrestleMania.
I think that's the two scenarios that are presented. Either Roman will drop the title before Mania, or he doesn't. But if he doesn't, then I say Cody Rhodes gets bumped out.
Yeah.
Because he's not bumping CM Punk.
Yeah, that would be the only way you can have a Roman versus Rock, is if Roman loses the title before Mania. Like, he would literally have to lose it at the Rumble.
Let's say Randy wins the title at the Royal Rumble, and then Cody Rhodes challenges Randy for the WWE title at WrestleMania. and then The Rock versus Roman is a non-title match, and then you have Punk and Rollins, and then those are your three like marquee matches. Like I could see that working,
Ooh, but
but
see, Randy
if
winning the title is complicated though.
if we're
Because
going off the
this history
understanding,
is because then it brings up a thing of if Randy gets a title, Punk can make the argument to fuck with him because remember Randy cost him a championship very long ago. They have history. They have history. Remember he punted him in the head to cost him his world title in the Elimination Chamber.
yeah,
And he even mentioned that shit. Like he like I said, I got punched in the head. Woke up later finding out that I was no longer world champion. So that's another angle right there. So to give him the title, it's like, so does Punk go for Rollins? Does he go for Orton? Does he go for the man who screwed him out of a title years ago, or the guy who's kind of been talking the hotness about him?
yeah, it's kind of.
And vice versa with Cody. So it's like, it's like pick your poison at that point.
I guess yeah. This one's it's a tough spot. It's a tough spot because, again, though the thing is I'm still seeing a lot of people that are still wanting to see Randy in the main event of WrestleMania. Like I'm seeing a lot of posts that are saying the final two in the Royal Rumble should be Punk and Randy. It seems like right now the people really want to see Randy as the wild card to face Roman at WrestleMania. It seems like Randy is kind of like that wild card pick where he just kind of came out of nowhere, and all of it. Like Randy's been gone for so long that like people forgot how much they liked Randy Orton, and now that he's back, it's like people can't get a people are like fully on board. I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of variables. We'll have to kind of wait and see how it plays out, but.
And by the way, it's almost time for Collision because it is Saturday night, so we'll be talking about some Collision when that does come on. But moving on from The Rock a little bit, let's we can be talking about this forever because there's just so many variables.
Yeah, you're right.
Moving on to AEW talk a little bit. World's End was last weekend. What'd you think about it? To be honest,
Loved
my
it.
opinion.
Loved it.
You did? You loved it?
Loved it. Loved
What'd
it.
you love
Loved
about
it?
it? To be honest, what'd you love about it? Because I didn't love it.
I see. I liked. I thought what I liked about this pay-per-view was everybody that needed to win won. It just felt like a good solid pay-per-view where there was a lot of swerves. Like, okay, like that first match, like that all-star like 8-man tag, you know, like Daniel Garcia looking like the weakest man in the match, and then he's the one that gets the victory.
Yeah, it was a decent match.
Like
A decent
I
match.
liked the thing with the TNT title where like Adam Copeland beats Christian Cage for the TNT title, and then like Copeland gets his win. He beats Christian for the title, which is what he said he wanted to do. He does it, beats him with the kill switch, and then I'm just gonna call him Luchasaurus. I don't care. Luchasaurus comes out, and like as soon as he wins that battle royal, I was instantly like, okay, Christian Cage beats Adam Copeland. Luchasaurus cashes in and beats Christian Cage, but no, he attacks Adam Copeland, and then Christian Cage is like, give me the contract, and then he's blackmailing him or something.
See,
so he gives him the contract.
I thought it was gonna go like once Luchasaurus won that contract, I was like, okay, this could either go one of two ways. Either Copeland wins, Lucha Negro cashes it on him, and he wins it, and then Christian just goes back to holding the belt like he was doing before. Or Lucha Negro beats Copeland and then laid down for Christian Cage. But him forfeiting in the contract, I didn't expect that a little bit. And I was like, that's cool, but we now doing just this kind of real quick Money in the Bank where Copeland's reign is short-lived, which is like whatever. He really didn't need the belt to begin with, so it doesn't matter.
And but yeah, and the thing is like Adam Copeland even told you that because he was cutting a promo one night, and he was like, "Listen, I don't need to be TNT champion. I don't need the TNT title. I don't need to be TNT champion. I only want to be TNT champion because I want to take the title from Christian Cage. I want to beat you for the title because that's the thing you love most, and I want to take it from you." And he did do that. He did do that. He beat him for the title. He said he wanted to beat him for the title. He did beat him for the title. Due to dubious circumstances, inevitably Christian Cage gets the title back. It was just good. So like Adam Copeland does what he says he's gonna do. He gets his win. Christian Cage gets the title back in the end, which Christian Cage, as TNT champion, he's elevating that title through the roof. So again, I'm not mad that Christian Cage is still the champion. So just that whole just scenario, I just thought was really good. I just thought that whole scenario was good.
I think
and
the
then you know
women's
like
match, like the women's match with Storm. Okay, here's where I took umbrage with the pay-per-view. Not only kind of the booking of matches, where they were being placed, because
the
women's title,
placement,
the women's world title went on before the host title.
Yeah,
The
I
host
think
title.
I think the placement of these match. I think the placement is the biggest problem because they started with that all-star 8-man tag, and then I think that match was too good. I think that match in a sense was almost too good, where every match after that did not feel like as strong, you know?
Nah, good guy. It's just a chronic. It's just a chronic.
And then the hose title was very late in the show, and that match was not great.
It wasn't.
Like there was a lot of botching in that match.
Bro, 0 Hour. Did you watch 0 Hour? Did you see that? Did you see that?
Yep.
Did you see that sloppy Chris Statlander versus Willow match where she couldn't fucking get the finisher off? This is gross.
Rough. It was rough.
Like the match between Riho and Tony Storm was fine, but kind of rough.
It was okay. It was okay. Like I wasn't super hyped for that match, but I didn't like dislike it to any degree.
Yeah.
It was just fine. That match probably
it definitely
should have been later.
It should have been later because the host title match was trash.
Yeah, like they should have switched that and the hose title. Like those two matches should have been switched, and the two 8-man tags should have been switched because the 8-man tag with Sting and Jericho and Sammy versus Don Callis's crew. Like I think that match was later in the card, and then I think that first 8-man tag was so good that people almost didn't give a shit about that 8-man tag.
Yeah, that match was kind of a clusterfuck a bit too.
I think the two 8-man tags should have been switched, and then the two women's title matches should have been switched. Had they done that, I think it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, it was definitely because like that Julia Hart match was trash, bro. Abaddon, man, what happened? It was just all bad. It was a sad thing to watch. Like, did you see?
It's
okay, did you? I wish I could pull it up and not get like struck for it. But the finish of the Julia Hart Abaddon match. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna talk about Samoa Joe. In fact, hey, listen, I'll help you out. Let me help you out here. We're gonna talk about the new AEW World Champion Samoa Joe. We're gonna get to that, but we're talking about the whole pay-per-view. By the way, Adam, listen, welcome to the show. Appreciate you joining us. Um, the bitch landed on her feet.
Yeah, she did.
She landed on her feet. And then just some little sad little flop, and then Excalibur gonna come out his face talking about she hit her with the knees to the chest. Get the fuck out of here, Excalibur.
Yeah, like
Get the fuck
he
out
tried
of here.
to. It's like remember at it's like remember I think it was at a Saudi show where Jeff Hardy he went to do the Whisper in the Wind, and then he completely missed Jinder Mahal, but Jinder Mahal fell down anyway, and then Corey Graves was like, I think Jeff Hardy hit the mat and the vibration knocked Jinder over. He tried to save it. I think Excalibur he tried to do the same thing. Like, she landed on her feet and then just kind of flopped down, and he tried to save it by being like, I think she hit her with the knees. And come on, man, like it was sloppy. Like, we all saw what happened. Like, just
I could have
don't acknowledge it. Just don't acknowledge it.
I could have put Rock on the thumbnail, but I wanted to put Samoa Joe, because you know what? Samoa Joe deserves to be on the thumbnail. He's the new AEW.
Samoa Joe.
What do you mean no one cares about Samoa Joe being champion? I care.
Yeah, I care.
You know why I care? Because Joe's one of those people who should have been world champion 10 times over in any company that he's been in, and he hasn't. And that's a crime.
Yeah.
So the fact
Joe's
that they finally put the belt on him after all the nonsense they've been having with their champions in the past few years, I say fine. Give it to Joe. He's a killer. He's a monster. Let him be that, and let's all enjoy the show. At least
Joe's better than The Rock anyway.
Yeah.
Joe's better than The Rock. But yeah, like it was bad, and they tried to save it. They tried to save it on commentary, and it was just like, no, man, it was bad. And then, like, a couple moments before that, Abaddon goes to do like a running knee, and then she completely misses her. Like, it was rough.
It was rough, and it was like the fact that it went on after the Women's World Championship was just like, bro, why? Who greenlit this? Tony, you bugging. I would say also the Miro and Andrade match was fine, but it was for nothing. It was
good.
Though. It was good, but it wasn't for anything.
Yeah,
no stakes. I don't care. And then at the end of it, like, Lana fucking ends up like helping out her husband anyway. So like, what's the point of all this?
I think the knowledge that Andrade was gonna be finished up with AEW after that match, I think that sort of killed.
Who late? What you talking about late? Guy with two names. Ain't nobody late. We on time. In fact, we early. We start the show early now. Guy with two names. What you talking about? Late. We never late. We always breaking. Controversial sometimes. What? Oh, I forgot. I was about to say, why is Ric Flair at ringside? I forgot. He following Sting around. Yeah, I forgot about that shit. God damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I think I think some of the matches should have been switched. I think that was the biggest problem. That was the biggest problem with that pay-per-view.
Mm. But then, like I said, Joe winning the title from Max was appropriate, and it was like, yes, the right man won. And then, we come to find out, which pretty much everybody kind of assumed that, yes, indeed, fucking Adam Cole's the devil. We knew this, right? Everybody knew this, right? That Adam Cole was the devil, right?
But sometimes the obvious solution is the best solution, and yes, Adam Adam Cole being the devil, was it predictable? Yes. Did everybody kind of see it coming? Yes. But did it make sense? Yes. And is there yeah, you have to look at overall, look at the whole thing. Like, the Kingdom are the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
Which they should have been a long time ago, and they were always trying to vie. So that's
Yeah,
once they won it, it was like these faceless goons are definitely the Kingdom, because who else they gonna put it on? Who are they gonna put it on?
yeah.
Who are they gonna put
Like,
the Ring of Honor World Tag titles on? So yeah, it's always gonna be the
exactly.
Kingdom.
Like, people were clowning Roderick Strong because he was in the wheelchair and he was in the neck brace. It makes more sense now, because now you could kind of attribute that to, okay, was that part of the cover? Was he acting so goofy because that was part of the cover? But now instantly, Adam Cole, Roderick Strong's going for the international title. He's mouthing to Orange Cassidy, watch your back. Roddy's going for the international title. Should have been doing it right from the start. And Ojira, buddy, I'm gonna disagree with you on that, because Adam Cole already told you Wardlow's going for the world title. Wardlow's gonna be targeting Joe for the world title.
And then forfeit to
Yes,
Adam when he heals up. So okay, even Wardlow made a face like okay.
Yeah, like he was making a face like, yeah, absolutely. I'll do the right thing. I'll forfeit the title as long as I get the title in the first place. Is that gonna happen? Probably not, but you got to look at the whole package. Like, Adam Cole being a top heel again. Adam Cole's a way better heel than a babyface anyway.
Yeah,
everybody knows that.
I don't like babyface MJF. I don't like babyface Adam Cole.
You got the Kingdom as your Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. The Kingdom actually show up to Ring of Honor. So now you got the titles back at Ring of Honor. You got Roderick Strong in a position where now he's going to be targeting Orange Cassidy for the international title.
I really do. I hope he does.
I hope he does too. Is Wardlow going to win the world title? Probably not. The whole scenario with Wardlow vacating the title to Adam Cole will probably never happen, because Wardlow will probably never get the world title. But the fact that
I'm making a prediction. Within a couple months' time, when Wardlow does face Joe and then lose to Joe, the Undisputed Kingdom is just gonna extradite Wardlow, and then we're just gonna have the Kingdom proper, pretty much.
and then they'll probably turn him babyface, and then he'll be the top babyface. Just like they did before.
Yeah.
Gojira, I'm 100% with you, buddy. I'm a Wardlow guy too. I love me some Wardlow, so I'm right there with you. But yeah, I think it's good. I think this whole thing is good. I think it's a good scenario. And even if Wardlow doesn't win the world title, the fact that Adam Cole already told you that, hey, Wardlow's gonna be gunning for the world title, okay, that means they're not just seeing Wardlow as, okay, he's just gonna be our muscle, he's just gonna be our heavy, but no, they're envisioning him as like, yeah, like he's sitting at the table with us.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like if they turn on Wardlow, it'll just make him a bigger baby face, like it did when MJF turned on Wardlow. So I think it's good, man. I think sometimes the obvious answer is the best answer, and I think that this is the best case scenario for all of these guys for the Ring of Honor titles. And yeah, like Joe winning the world title, long over. Not just is it long overdue, but it was time. It was beyond time for MJF to lose that title. So I think just everything. I'm just happy. I'm happy with everything. I'm happy with the whole scenario.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Like, listen, Max is reportedly on his way out the door. Like I said, we got a pretty decent heel faction that you'll probably see on Dynamite and Ring of Honor, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Also went going down was the conclusion of the Continental Classic, which you might as well just call this
Yeah.
the Eddie Kingston arc. Like if you really think about it and track it all, it's the arc of like, let's give Eddie Kingston his flowers, and we're gonna set up an arc where it seems like the odds are against him, but somehow he finds a way. And then at the end, not only is he at the end, but he's confronted by his best friend. And that's and
Admittedly,
that's the Eddie Kingston arc. Cause it's like
yeah.
when he won, there was no reason for him to put both of his titles up for grabs in this tournament. There was no
Yeah.
reason for him to do that. So it was like he had to either win it or lose it. And to have him lose it would just make him look like an absolute bum. So yeah, he won the whole thing. Even though he started off
Yeah.
with the loss, but it was like I said, he was coming back from against the odds. And like I said, it's nothing but this was the Eddie Kingston saga right here in AEW.
Yeah.
So as they're calling him the king of the bums over here. How you like to be known as the king of the bums? The king of the bums. So what? So when he defends the Continental Championship, is he also defending the Ring of Honor and the New Japan Strong now?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, that's my understanding of what it's supposed to be. I mean, I don't know if it's a thing where they'll have
Because I don't know
like
if this is for
could he
just that
only
title.
defend
I don't
one
know
title?
because they didn't raise the other belts, so it's not for the Triple Crown.
I guess it is possible that he could just defend one of the title.
Yeah,
Like
because
he
what
could just
happens
defend
when
one
New
title and
Japan
the
wants
other,
their
but
belts back?
my understanding is that my understanding was that it would be like all three titles would be defended as one entity.
I
Like
don't
that's what
know.
Japan's Triple Crown was. That's what Japan's Triple Crown was, but maybe they're just doing their own thing.
Because all I know is the ref raised one belt and not three belts.
Yeah.
The graphic that popped up for the belts was only the one belt, that Continental Championship. So I feel like that belt's the only belt actually being defended. Because again, it's like at some point, New Japan's gonna want their belt back, and they're gonna
Yeah.
put it on a guy that doesn't work for Tony Khan. So how do you continue to do a Triple Crown where one of the belts is technically not even yours? Because at some point, they're going to want to put their strap on somebody that works for New Japan Strong. And unless that person plans on doing part-time work for AEW and Ring of Honor to be the Triple Crown champion, I don't see them defending this title every time as a Triple Crown thing. He's just I think they just like they just like the notion of using the term being a triple crown and being the first American quote unquote triple crown, but I don't think they're gonna follow the same rules of the triple crown, seeing as how one of the belts is not their own. Now, if the third belt
Yeah.
was another AEW belt, then I could see them doing that. But I don't think that's what the concept is. I think Eddie Kingston's gonna defend those titles individually within the confines of wherever he's booked. So if he goes back to Strong, he's only defending that Strong title. he ain't gonna be defending the Ring of Honor and the AEW Continental Championship.
You know, I'm okay with it either way.
I think he should just do
Like,
it that way. I think it should go either way. It should be one of those things where, okay, he could, if he wants to, he could defend all three belts at one time, and if he wants to defend just one of the belts, he can do that too. He should have that option. He can say like, "Hey, I don't
like
want to put
it,
this
it
belt on the line. I don't want to put this one. I don't think you deserve this one either. But I could see you maybe getting a shot for this belt."
Yeah, like admittedly, Eddie Kingston would not have been my pick to win the whole thing, but it was apparent to me when he came back from a 3-0 losing streak. It comes back, and then when, especially when he beats Bryan Danielson, it was obvious to me that that Kingston was gonna win. But that being said, Kingston winning over Moxley is the far better move.
Well, I knew it was gonna happen the moment Mox got to the finals, and I'm like, okay, then I know most people would say, "Oh, it's gonna be a BCC." Nope, it was always gonna be him and Kingston. It was always gonna be him and
Yeah.
Kingston.
Once it was down to Mox and Kingston, I knew it was gonna be Eddie, because I'm like, okay, Mox is gonna put over his buddy. He wants to put over his buddy.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to give Eddie Kingston the rub.
Like I said, this was the give
Again,
Eddie Kingston his flowers arc. Give him his
yeah,
flowers.
yeah. You know, and I think admittedly a lot of people sort of didn't like that match. I didn't think it was terrible to any degree. Like, I didn't think it was anything special, but it wasn't like I wasn't like bored by that match. It was just okay. Like, I didn't think it was anything special, but it wasn't like terrible to me.
Yeah. Right now, Kingston is defending his Continental title against Trent Beretta right now, so got that going on.
Pretty sure Trent Beretta is not going to win that match.
Shit, Trent Beretta's busted open already. He leaking out here in these streets. But again, like I said, I'm okay with Adam Cole being the devil. Kind of figured he was gonna be the devil. A lot of people, I have some people I know, they were like, "Oh, it's gonna be Jungle Boy." Like, hey, they ain't gonna be Jack Perry. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I saw a couple people saying it was Jack Perry too, and I'm like, yeah, like he's not
Like,
a
it was
master
always
mover.
gonna be Max. It was always gonna be Adam. It was always gonna be the Kingdom. Like
The the only
the unit was there. The squad was there.
the only uh the only other time I thought it might be someone else is I thought that, okay, maybe there's a chance it'll be Punk. But yeah, like once Punk showed up at Survivor Series, it was like, okay, well, yeah, now that it's not Punk, yeah, like now there's really only one other person it could be that would make sense.
All right. While we're still kind of on the topic of AEW, I wanted to also touch on something that happened this past Dynamite, and that was so once kind of the Undisputed Kingdom show themselves. Jay White comes out because he takes issue because they jumped him. So of course, him and the Guns come out. They have a little bit of a squabble. They're kind of evened up until Wardlow kind of puts the numbers in their favor. Next thing you know, we got the Acclaim and Daddy Ass coming out, the reinforcements. Now all that transpires. All these people come out because they all got some kind of personal beef with Undisputed Kingdom. Later on in the show, Hangman now comes into play, and he's all riled up because, yeah, he got beat up by the Undisputed Kingdom too. But who does he go to? He goes to Swerve. Why are you running
Hmm.
that Swerve? You just stated that you mad that you got powerbombed through a car windshield, so you go to Swerve? You go to Swerve. How's that make
You know,
sense?
maybe he wants to settle that score before he moves on.
Yeah, but it's like
Like
his anger, but the
he's still
direction of the anger don't make any sense because one, y'all feud is over. Swerve beat you. Swerve beat you already.
twice,
Twice.
twice.
That feud is done. He hung you with an actual fucking chain. It's done.
Yeah,
Two,
he hung the hangman.
Two, you just stated that you mad because now you know who the devil is and now you know who the men are who jumped you. But you go to Swerve. You don't go looking. I don't see you running in the backstage looking for Wardlow. I don't see you looking for Matt Taven. I don't see you looking for Adam. I don't see you looking for Ronnie or motherfucking Mike. You go straight to Swerve. That shit just makes Adam Hangman makes Hangman look dumb. It makes him look dumb
Yeah,
and kind of pussy. Kind of pussy.
admittedly, that was a little strange.
Like you rather reignite the rivalry with Swerve than deal with the Undisputed Kingdom. It kind of makes you look pussy because there's no sense of you jumping on Swerve.
Yeah.
Made no sense. Especially, and on top of that, if you were in the building, see, because I'm confused of is because all this happened later in the show. Like we already like an hour in, and he's showing up with his bags. So I'm like, my guy, are you late to work or you leaving? Because like I need to know. Because if you were here the whole time, why didn't you run out when Bullet Club Gold and Daddy Ass and the Acclaim did? Especially if you're claiming you got beef. Not come after Swerve later in the evening. It makes no sense. It make no sense. Let me repeat all that shit in case you think, like, let me say it again. The segment you is later in the show. You're coming in with your bags. So I don't know if you coming in late to work or you about to leave work. But if
Yeah.
that means you coming in late, then what the fuck? But if you was sitting there to say you leaving, then that tells me you were here at the beginning of the show to see the Undisputed Kingdom unveil themselves and see Bullet Club Gold and the Acclaiming Daddy Ass go out there and get them some. And you didn't go get you some too, but you mad they put you through a car windshield, boy. But no, you go after Swerve, the man that's already got you 2-0. Make that make sense, Tony. Make that make sense. Was he coming to work late or was he about to leave the job? Even though he wasn't even booked on the card. Which one was it? Please. I'd like someone to tell me. So I'd actually like one of those wrestlers who do go online and think they put in marks like me in my place. Tell me how any of that makes fucking sense, please. I'm actually being 100% serious. How does any of that make sense? I need to know. Was he coming to work late or was he just getting ready to leave? Even though he wasn't booked for the card. Why didn't he get him some in the beginning when they unveiled himself? And why would he go run and swerve when he expressed his displeasure of getting put through the windshield by Undisputed Kingdom? Someone explain that shit to me. One of you wrestlers who think you're going to tell us common folk to just sit here and enjoy the entertainment and don't try to explain how wrestling works. Explain to me how that storyline works. Tell me, as a Bobby Fish would say, where's the lie? Where's the lie? That anything I'm saying, does any of that shit make sense to you, man? What I just stated.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Chat.
I get what
If
you're
I'm
saying.
wrong, tell me. Where does any of that make sense? I need to know some variables. I need some context. Was he coming or going? Was he coming to go when he got there with his little fucking ivory fucking rolly bag? Was he late for work? Then he needed to be fined or something. Like, homie, show started an hour ago. Where were you? Where you been? Where you been? Tell me the lie. And like I said, as the character projected the optics of Hangman Adam Page, he seems like a big fucking pussy. Because he didn't run up on the guy that actually beat him down. He ran after the dude who was already passed you by. He moved on from you. He moved on from
I
you.
guess it's a
He
thing.
moved on from you so much that he was about to reignite the rivalry with his former tag team partner who got injured and then had to settle for fucking Dustin Rhodes at World's End. A match that
I
really
guess
didn't
it's
need to happen. And yet you come to chase him. You come to get him at the end of the night. Make that shit make sense.
maybe it's just a thing where maybe he just wanted to, maybe he still wants to get that win. Maybe he's like, okay, I gotta get the win on Swerve before I can actually move on.
But that
I
wasn't your
have to get that
focus
win.
in that little promo he did in the hallway. That wasn't the focus, though. I would give him that
Yeah,
if
you're
that's
right
what
though.
he
You're right.
said. If he said, I ain't done with you, Swerve, whatever's clever. But he didn't say that. He was hot about now knowing who the Undisputed Kingdom was. And he would have. These are the guys responsible for putting him through a car windshield. So what you running up on motherfucking Swerve for? That's some real pussy shit. And it also makes you kind of look like a dummy.
Yeah.
So like, make that shit make sense. Like it just
Yeah.
I sat there and I was like watching this with some friends and I'm like, yo, what the actual fuck? Why are you pulling up on Swerve?
That admittedly
Swerve
was a
passed
little
you by
strange.
already. Swerve done already been through tournaments, continental classics, all types of shit. He was about to reignite the rivalry with Keith Lee. He passed you by, so why are you pulling up on him then? Like, after telling me you mad that these cats jumped you, this shit don't make no sense. Was that some kind of pre-tape that y'all wasn't supposed to run, and then had to just kind of wing it at that point? Because it don't make sense. And then on top of that, he's like, I'm looking for anybody to give me a reason because like Renee was talking to fucking, I think, Daddy Magic or something. And he's like, I'm looking for somebody to give me a reason. Swerve didn't give you a reason. He was in a match. So what the fuck? Like real stupid and pussy shit. Like I said, I'm stumped. I am actually stumped what they were trying to get from that. Because it made no goddamn sense. It's just, again, give me another reason why I don't care for Hangman Adam Page. Like, his character is just dumb. They want me to care about him as some kind of hero, but his actions are the kind of cowards. Instead of going for the people who actually put you down, you go for the guy who's not even involved with you anymore. Make that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little funny that it's like he's like, I'm looking for someone to fight, and then yeah, like he immediately goes to Swerve. Well, like Adam Cole's there. You know who the devil is now.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you get after him? Like,
Yeah.
it's like
Why aren't you going after Wardlow? Why aren't you going after the Kingdom? Why aren't you
like
going after
like
Roderick?
as
You should be going after these
like like
dudes.
what happened in the very first segment of the show. Like what happens,
Yeah.
like Adam Cole's done talking, Jay White comes out because Jay White remembers when the devil beat him up. Jay White wants payback, and then the Acclaim comes out because the Acclaim remembers when the devil beat them up, so now they want payback. So like, yeah, they're immediately stepping up, and then
And then
Adam
Hangman
Cole's
shows
like,
up
yeah,
an hour later.
Yeah.
in the show. And I'm like, are you coming or going? Because, like I said, the segment was in the back. Renee's talking to Daddy Magic. Here comes Adam Page, and he's got his fucking little ivory bag, little rolly bag. So, my guy, are you coming or going? Because you're coming, you're fucking late. You're an hour late.
Yeah.
And this is your job. So it's just no, I don't allow it. I don't accept it because this is the dumbest fucking shit I seen on Dynamite. It was just like, what is this? And like I said, as a viewer, as a person of wrestling, and I know what you're trying to sell me, I am not sold on Hangman Adam Page. His story arcs are outside of his original one when he won the title. After that, it's all been nonsense. And he just comes off looking like a dummy half the time. It's like,
He is a dummy.
Like, stop trying to make this guy a main eventer because he's not. He was always just a lower mid card guy. He was a jobber of the fucking Bullet Club. He's never progressed anything higher. He tries, but it doesn't land. Like, just because you say cowboy shit doesn't mean it's over. Cowboy shit can only get you so far.
Yeah, it was a little silly.
Oh. Hook calling out Samoa Joe for a world title, son.
There you go. Hook stepping up.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I'd like to see that match.
Me too.
Yo, what are they gonna do with my man, the bounty hunter man, Brian Keith? They gonna hook him up with a contract and start making him job out of it up in this bitch?
They should. They honestly should. He's too good. He's too good not to be signed somewhere.
At least sign him with Ring of Honor, for God's sakes.
Yeah, like at the very least.
But it's like you got him over here doing some part-time work because y'all in the area, and he just out here just jobbing out to everybody. Like they about to go up against the Kingdom. Come on.
Who is?
Brian Keith the Commander.
Oh yeah.
Fucking with Matt Taven
gonna...
and Mike Bennett with Roddy Strong, son. They coming out with the new entrance and everything. So you already know who's doing the JOB. Come on. You not watching Collision right now?
Nah, I can't. Nah.
Well, moving on from this right now. What's going on, Alex? Something went down last night during SmackDown that I wanted to talk about because you know what, I'm actually kind of you know what? Let me just pull it up. We got somewhat of a new faction in one Paul Ellering, Karrion Kross, Scarlett, and a returning AOP, Ackerman Razor. And I'm like, this looks like something. We got the mouthpiece and manager of Ellering. We got the sex appeal and the valet ship of Scarlett, and then we got these beefy boys of Karrion Kross and Ackerman Razor, AOP. I'm like, listen, if done right, man, this could be something. This could be something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's your opinion on this kind of newly formed faction?
It's interesting. It's definitely like interesting, and it sort of makes me think that WWE should probably have 6-man titles.
You know what? At this point, it's almost like they're trying to plant a seed for one. Because the first thing they did was do what? beat up on the Street Profits and then Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Who have basically been kind of running around being a trio's like 6-man. Now, I wouldn't even say a 6-man because they don't do really too many 6-man matches together, but they're definitely a trio.
Yeah. They're a group, like they're affiliated. Like they don't have a name, but you get the sense that they're like a faction.
Yeah, they're color coordinated now, so
Yeah.
it kind of gives it away. But like just seeing this on paper is like, man, this looks like the potential to be something really good. Like we already know what AOP can do. We've seen the stuff they did before they were let go from WWE. Listen, Authors of Pain, probably shit. They if they never got released, they should be like multiple time World Tag Team Champions at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so having them kind of back in the scene is like, hey, yo, I'm okay with that. That's just another team to build on to this tag team division. So, like I said, I'm always okay with shit like that.
Yeah.
And Karrion Cross, I mean, we've talked about him a few times on the show about how just how underused he's been in the past few months. You know, the stock just dropped on this dude for a while.
Yeah.
And to see him back on TV, like, yeah, that's what's up. I'm liking that. So
I hope yeah, I hope it leads to something for Karrion Cross, man, because this again, it's another guy that's just he came back with such fanfare and then just nothing, just did absolutely nothing. They've done absolutely nothing with him.
yeah, so like this bit of a repackaging with the AOP, like I said, it's a good thing because, like I said, you now have like another good tag team on your hands.
Yeah.
And like I said,
Yeah, like
you
that's
got
the
the
other thing,
singles,
like
and like I said, I guess they bring in Ellering just to be the mouthpiece for Akam and Razor, but kind of
yeah.
be a mouthpiece for Cross, because Cross I've never seen as that bad of a talker. He's not that bad.
No, no, he's not.
But I
Cross
think,
is good, but I think
but
it's
I think Ellering might bring that little bit of extra because he can talk.
yeah.
And then, like I said, you got Scarlett who brings in little sex appeal. Could be a valet. I don't know if she's gonna get back in the ring because then she could be wrestling as well. So, I mean,
I like
he old, but he holding up pretty fucking well.
I like in the picture that you're in the picture you're using, like on the like Ellering is wearing the white glove so he can flex the 2 Hall of Fame rings. That's pretty funny.
I mean, fuck it, why not? But like I said,
Yeah, it's good, man. Like
I just hope with this, like I said, this is this visual alone is like very intimidating, menacing, and it's like, don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. This has potential to be something. Let's not fuck this up.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know what the faction's gonna be called, but it's just like, hey, I like what I see here. These are all fixtures in WWE that in the past I'm like, hey, I was a big fan of AOP. I'm like, yeah, this is the kind of team you need in the tag division that's just like no nonsense, dominate. You know what I'm saying? Make them kind of like those final boss tag teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's agreed,
We
yeah.
need more of those final boss type competitors where it's like, look here, they gonna come in, wreck shop, dominate, and then you just gotta be on your fucking game if you're gonna beat these dudes. You know what I'm saying? They the final boss here.
Yeah, this may be kind of this may be controversial, but to me, like AOP is almost like a throwback to like the Road Warriors or like a Demolition, you know, where yeah, they're just that no nonsense team that'll just come in and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, but like I said, but I want to see. But like I said, the result has to be. I need the next photo of these people together. They gotta have gold. They gotta have gold.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like we need to decide how we. I'm hoping at some point after this coming WrestleMania, WWE decides what the fuck they want to do with their tag team titles.
Yeah, see, that's why not. That's why again they really need to have two sets of titles again because now it's starting to get to the point where yeah, like now you have a lot of teams. You have maybe too many teams for because like look on SmackDown, like now you got AOP back, you got the Street Profits, you got Humberto and Garza, you got LWO, you got Pretty Deadly, you got the Brawling Brutes, you know, and then on Raw like you got Judgment Day, you got New Day. Like at some
You
point
got
the
the
Viking Raiders are gonna be back.
yeah, the Creed brothers. Like so like now you got like a
Yeah, the
decent
Creed
array.
brothers.
You have a
You got
decent array of
Alpha Academy,
yeah. You got
Imperium, you got DIY.
yeah, you got a good crop of tag teams on your hand now, and the
Yeah.
title on one, and both titles are on like one group of dudes. It's like, nah, we gotta do something here. Something's gotta give. Either you unify those two titles, make a new belt, and then make another belt for SmackDown like we did in the past, because this whole one title tag title is not working. We need guys to have reasons to be fighting for shit on respective shows.
Yeah, and like especially now, like you just have too many tag teams. Not too many tag teams in the sense like it's a bad thing, but you have so many tag teams that you really need to have two
Definitely
titles.
get well Giovanni, son, because he took a hard bump this past week on Raw. So he might he
Yeah,
might he
that
might be
was
he might be on the shelf for a minute.
yeah, that was tough to watch.
But like I said, the next time I see a photo of this collective five, I hope three of the men here got championship gold.
Yeah.
That should be the end game. Like I said, don't fuck this up. And again, look
Hmm.
at this, Brian Keith, Bounty Hunter taking the taking the L to the kingdom. Bro, don't bring like that's the only thing I don't like AEW does a lot of. They bring these dudes in, they bring in all these indie stars just to kind of job them out.
Yeah, I like Brian Keith, man. He's too good to be not signed somewhere.
The Kingdom, 3-time Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. But yeah, I like this faction. I like the look that they got going on here. So it's good to see, you know.
Yeah.
But now look at we got we got the Bullet Club Gold being confronted by the Acclaim and Daddy Ass. Because like I said, we are watching Collision. Oh, we trying to go for the trios now.
They should. Yeah, trios titles haven't been defended in quite some time.
Yeah. Oh, they talking about trying to team up like for real. It's like unify. I think they're claim trying to get down with the Bullet Club, son.
Hmm.
They trying to get down with the Bang Bang Gang, son. I mean, listen, it's one of those things. Like, listen, it's why not? Why the fuck not? So
Yeah.
Alex, yeah, I mean, more than likely, like I said, we were talking about that a little bit earlier before you came in. How Papa Paul snatching them all up. You got your girl Julia coming. She coming to NXT. Yeah, Camille's coming to NXT. Like I said, they're gonna fix her up. They're gonna fix her up though. Camille was rough in the NWA. They didn't. Billy don't know how to cultivate. He don't know how to cultivate. He just call her a brick house, and it's like, nah, you gotta help her out though. Her promo works is garbage. She sounds too country. Help her out.
Yeah. Yeah. Her promo work is tough for sure.
Yeah, she. Billy wasn't trying to fine tune her. He's just worried about, oh, she an athlete, she the brick house. I mean, she good and all, but like you gotta have to fine tune that. Like I said, WWE is the place to get that shot. They'll sharpen her up. They'll sharpen her up. The blade was already pretty strong. They just gotta sharpen it up a little more. That's what they do in the Cargill right now. The blade was pretty
Hmm.
strong, but they're making it sharper now. She gonna learn the ways on how to conduct yourself on television. Cause cats like Khan don't know how to do that. Like you got to teach the wrestlers, yeah, y'all gotta learn how to act on TV. Yeah, this ain't the like I said, this ain't the VFW, son. This ain't the bingo halls. This TBS, this TNT. You gotta act right. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get people to want to sell their product on this show. You know what I mean? They can't, like I said, we can't live off a Woo energy drink.
Hmm.
The fuck you think this is?
Have you tried that yet?
I have not. I honestly and truthfully, I haven't even seen it anywhere. But at the same time, I haven't been looking for it. So, and plus, I'm not much of an energy drinker type guy. I'm more at this age. I'm drinking. I'm trying to drink shit with no sugar in it. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So, Woo Energy really ain't on that. Like, hey, let me buy like a 6 pack of this or something and just go to town.
But yeah, plus if I do need like a caffeinated beverage, like I always just drink coffee. Okay, like I'll just drink like black coffee. Cause yeah, like energy
Ugh.
drinks is too
Now
much
that's
sugar.
that's
Too
the
much
real
sugar for me.
that's the real poison right there.
Yeah.
Black coffee, that's poison.
Yes. Sweet, sweet poison.
Mm-mm-mm. No, I'm only drinking water or anything sugar free at this point. I know, like I said,
Yeah, water's good. Water's like fundamental.
it's the key to
We're like
life.
95% water.
It's the key to life, man.
Hmm.
You don't get Julia. What's her gimmick? Julia is hot and she's good in the ring. She a half breed, so that gives her a leg up on the looks department, being that she's like half Japanese, half I think what is it, English or something? Or
Something like that.
I mean, her English isn't the best, but she can speak it. And like I said, she's good in the ring. And it's one of those things where it's gonna complement a lot of the other wrestlers because, like I said, you got a lot of Joshi influence going on in WWE right about now.
Yeah.
So she'll fit in. She'll fit in fine. I'm still trying to find out what happened to Ray. What happened to her?
I think she just got fired.
But it was never announced that she was ever released, though. At least that I didn't.
I
That I
think they
saw.
yeah, like I think they did announce it, but I think it was so like it was like yeah, like she was released and then the next day people were already not talking about it. It was very much like blink and you miss it kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think, like I said, Papa Paul sees money in Julia, because she got the look. She got the look, and it's like she's fine. She looks good working off of what she had in Japan. But wait till the machine get her. Wait till the machine get her. Ooh. Ooh, Alex, you gonna be falling in love. You gonna be coming back here in a few months or about, yo, Julia is the best. Julia is number one. Watch. You're gonna be coming back here. You're gonna see her wrestle, and you're gonna see how the machine going. You're gonna whip her up into shape and do her hair and have her looking with the makeup. Oh boy. You're gonna love her. You don't love her. To give her the proper ring attire, some real good ring attire, not some shoddy shit that they be wearing. Really hook her up with some style. Give her a nice decent T-shirt for you to purchase at www.shop.com. Well, you gonna love it. You gonna love it. All right, I know you said you wasn't watching. Adam Copeland's out here shooting a promo.
The rated R superstar.
And
Yeah, I'm
he's
good. It's because I'm gonna watch it when I go to. I'm gonna watch it at work.
and he did a open challenge to wrestle anyone.
Tonight?
And yeah, tonight.
Okay, that's what's up.
And Maria Kanellis comes out with Griff Garrison and Cole Carter.
Ugh.
Ooh, that's rough. Who the fuck is Griff Garrison?
Yeah.
R.I.P. Brody. Who the fuck is he said it. Who the fuck is Griff Garrison? Who the fuck is Griff? Also, Griff Garrison about to get his ass whooped by Adam Copeland tonight. Let's go. Big up for you on taking the opportunity.
Garrison. Okay.
Now they're having a nice little chatty chat in the ring for some reason. Why don't they just ring the bell, get a ref? Oh, okay, let's go. Giving them a little ruthless aggression. Ruthless aggression. Alright, now they're having a match. What time you gotta head out?
I'm probably good for like another 10, 15 minutes.
Another 10, 15.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, like I said, my old man brain. I'm trying to say something else happened in wrestling. Yeah. Yes. What's that?
I was just gonna say, do we want to kind of quickly go over Wrestle Kingdom?
Oh yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, let's go. You watched it, so you kind of gonna have to go because, like I said, I've only saw bits and pieces of because, Nemeth showed up, aka Ziggler. He made his appearance.
Yeah. Nemesis showed up. Pretty much, it's a decent show.
Well,
Pretty much
both of them
every single.
both brothers showed up there.
Yeah. So they showed up. They showed up during the tag team title match. They
Now,
showed up during the tag
is
team
Nick
title
still with
match.
AEW? Was he free agent too?
Ryan Nemeth, you mean?
I mean Ryan. Yeah.
I think he's still with AEW.
Because I was like, I thought the Hollywood Hunk was still in AEW. I didn't know he was out.
As far as I know, he is, unless he was just kind of. Again, AEW doesn't really like announce their releases, so unless he kind of quietly was released, or unless he kind of quietly left. But yeah, it was a good show. Like pretty much every title changed hands. Tama Tonga won his fourth never open weight title, and then I think he announced after that he only had one more year left in Japan, and then he was going to be moving to the States full time.
You think he coming to
So
the E?
again,
You
you
think he
know,
coming
like
to the E?
all these companies, man, y'all better get your pocketbooks out. Y'all better get a check out and write Tama Tonga's name on it. And then God won the tag team titles, but it was a different incarnation of God. It was Hikuleo and El Fantasmo.
Hikuleo and El Fantasmo.
Yeah.
G.O.D. No way, G.O.D.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Who they beat for the titles?
Uh,
Who was tag champions?
it was Bishiman. So it was Goto, and Yoshihashi.
Oh, okay.
And it was it would God was the never they were the strong tag team champions. So it was like the strong tag team champions versus the IWGP tag team champions, and like both titles were up for grabs.
Oh man, I might have to actually go back and watch the show. Okay, what else happened on the card?
You had Desperado and Hiromu for the junior heavyweight title. It was a pretty decent match. Um,
Who
Kaito
walked away?
Kiyomiya was there. It was Desperado.
Okay.
Kaito Kiyomiya was there. He had a tag team match. It was Kiyomiya and Shoto Umina versus Ren Narita and Evil. And then you had the triple threat for the global title. It was Moxley versus Will Ospreay versus David Finlay. It's a pretty decent triple threat. I like that. Like I guess at the press conference, like Will Ospreay had offered John Moxley a ceasefire, where he's like, okay, let's the first 5 minutes of the match, let's just team up and beat the shit out of David Finlay. So the match will be just you and me, like it was supposed to be, and yeah, like the first 5 minutes they beat the shit out of him pretty good.
Now, what that global
But
title is the
yeah,
replacement title for the United States?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then you had the rematch between Okada and Bryan Danielson. So you had like the big rematch. It was good. It was a good match. It was a good match. I don't know if it was as good as their first encounter, but it was decent. I liked it. And then in the main event, you had Naito and Sonata for the World Heavyweight title.
Naito won.
So, yeah, Naito won,
Nice.
and immediately after the match, he was attacked by Evil, and I guess Evil kind of calling his shot. So seemingly he's gonna be the first challenger. Oh, and Tanahashi beat Zack Saber Jr. for the television title.
Okay.
And I guess Matt Riddle, there was like a I guess Matt Riddle announced that he's gonna be coming to New Japan. He wants to fight Tanahashi.
I thought Riddle signed with MLW.
Maybe he's not exclusive.
Oh, I know. Speaking of MLW, Hammerstone showing up at TNA.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for them.
Yeah.
Hammerstone and Josh Alexander. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely gotta have to keep our eye on TNA.
Yeah, TNA making big moves because on that same show they got the grizzled young veterans coming in.
Ooh, yeah, that's what's up. Got me sold. I love me some grizzled young veterans. Recognized as
Yeah.
Liverpool's number ones. Zach Gibson. Oh, he got beat down. All right, well,
Uh,
he beat Griff Garrison, and then Cole Carter tried to jump him, and he ate a spear for his troubles. Yes or no? Okada
yeah.
goes to WWE when his contract expires. Uh,
I say no.
I say yes.
You think so?
Yeah, why not?
I think he'll re. I think he'll re-sign with New Japan.
I mean, if he does, he does. But if I think he'll just go just to say he did.
See, I don't think he's at. I don't think he's at that point where he wants that retirement money just yet.
No, it ain't even got to be the retirement money. It could just be to get a couple, get a year or two payday. Say you went to WrestleMania and then fuck off.
I think he personally. I think he'll stay in Japan in New Japan. If not, I think more than likely, I think he goes to AEW. He's already got a release there.
Yeah, but he could want something different.
I mean, yeah, he could. I'm just
Like I said, like
he
you know what I'm
could.
saying. Nakamura might get up in his ear, and be like, "Hey, look here, young lion. Hey, let me show you something. I I I watch your back. I know about your back. Look here, Okada. I know about your back." You know what I'm saying? He might tell him like, "Yo, man, shit, they come through, hang out for a little bit. Florida's nice. Florida's nice. Got bad bitches here for you. Beaches is clean. You know what I'm saying? Come hang out for a spell. Make some quick, make some quick money. Get that Saudi money, and then you go back to New Japan and really take it easy. Because now you living on that easy street. Because you got that shit in the bank, baby.
Yeah, just I don't see it because I think Okada still wants to work at that level. I think he still wants to work at that level. I don't think he wants to. I don't think he's ready for that soft retirement style of WWE just yet.
You don't think he's ready for the soft style of wrestling?
No, I think he still wants to go at that level.
I mean, then if he does, then he'll stick with New Japan. But if he wants to dial it back a bit, he'll show up in WWE. Because
I mean, again, you
if
know,
he
like
goes to AEW, he's gonna be wrestling pretty much the same style as he would in Japan because they think they're at that level. But you know, if he goes to WWE, it's gonna get dialed back a bit.
again, you know, like I don't want to discount TNA either. Like he is wrestling on their next pay per view.
This is true. This is true.
I don't want to like I don't want to just discount TNA. Like they've been making moves, you know? They've been making moves. TNA might surprise us.
You know what? Listen, time will tell. But you know, Alex, as to answer the question, even like I said, hypotheticals, I'm still gonna go with yes. So
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna stick with no.
that's what's up. It is. We are going to agree to disagree on that one. So, but it's all good. I ain't mad at you, Playboy. What time is it?
Again, though, he'll have options either way. Like he'll have options. I don't think anyone's gonna be shutting the door in Okada's face.
Now we have a real action-packed match here. Sky Blue versus Kiera Hogan.
Oh my goodness. Match of the year right there.
It's literally putting butts in the seats right now. Which I don't know how I feel about the new Sky Blue gimmick, because it's like, so are you part of the House of Black because you hanging out with Julia Hart, or you just decided to just kind of go emo dark? You went to go dark blue. That's what she should have changed her name to. Instead of being Sky Blue, she should be dark blue. You would think that would make sense, wouldn't it? So that could be your, so that way, this is supposed to be your heel persona. So you're dark blue, and when you go back to being babyface, you can go be Sky Blue. Look, you see how I do it? See, man, look at that shit. See how I just hooked her up with like good two gimmicks?
You got it. You got it.
So
Fucking dark blue.
dark blue, that would be tight, right? Change your name to dark blue, and because she's dark now, and then when she goes back to being a babyface, she could be Sky Blue. Sky Blue's the light, dark blue's the dark. Come on now, like it writes itself. I'm giving this away for free. You know, I'm trying to help her out. I'm trying to improve her profitabilities. That's more merch. You can be, what team are you on? Team Sky Blue or Team Dark Blue?
I don't know if I love her new persona. To me, it's just like it's too similar to Julia Hart now, you know?
It really is. That's what I'm saying. Is she a part of the House of Black? What is she, a House of Black apprentice?
Yeah, it's just like now you got people with almost the same exact gimmick. You got two people doing the same exact thing.
You know, so dark blue here. That's what I'm gonna always refer to now. Now she's rocking this. She's dark blue. I'm not calling her Sky Blue no more. She has now been bedubbed just the same way Lucha Negro was dubbed. She is now on this day dark blue. Until she goes back to babyface, she is dark blue. And so far, dark blue and them, they try to have a good match, you know, back and forth, but I don't know. Kiera Hogan sometimes some matches she seems like she's good, and then sometimes she wrestles like she don't know what she's doing. I don't know how you do that.
Going up, it sort of depends like who she's going up against. Like if she's going against someone really good, then it makes her like look better. Like she needs, she needs to be almost carried a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
She needs to almost be carried a little bit.
But now Dark Blue working Kiera Hogan on the outside of the ring, giving her a couple chops up on the guardrail. Clubbing blows to the back of the head, but Kiera Hogan runs shot to the bread basket, trying to mount a comeback here. But Dark Blue putting a stop to that, and with another chop right on the titties. Now breaking the ref's count. Dark Blue back at it. Another clubbing blow in the back of the neck. Also tonight, we got FTR versus House of Black members Murphy and Aleister Black. So that should be a decent match. Still to come here tonight on Collision. And now Kiera Hogan looking to chop them titties on Dark Blue over here. But takes a forearm right to the gut, and now a suplex to the outside by Dark Blue. Kiera Hogan feeling it out there. These women really going at it in picture right now. But I'm on that special boat, so I don't get that picture in picture. I get to hear the special comment. Bro, here's the thing. When you don't get the picture in picture and you listen to commentary, they just be talking a whole kind of nonsense.
I know, right? It's so great. Like
they just talking nonsense.
They just say whatever they want.
Like they don't give a shit. They're like, oh, they can't hear us. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. And then that shit ends up on Botchamania most of the time because they just be having some crazy fucking dialogues during picture-in-picture, especially Taz, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone combination. They just be saying all kinds of fuckery during picture-in-picture. It's just like, bro, y'all some dummies. Y'all some fucking dummies. Like, you do realize, like, there are certain feeds where people still listening to y'all talk, right? You do know that, right? Now Dark Blue's got Kiera Hogan locked up in some weird lock combination that should be easy to get out of, but she's not. She's like holding on to the thigh. I don't know what you would call that, but okay. Hey, yo, you on your way? You on your way out?
Yeah. I'm just kind of in the process of getting ready to get out of here.
Well, that's what's up. Well, I think I might stick around for the rest of Collision at least. So I guess I'll be running solo.
Yeah.
And now,
I can stay on for a few more minutes there.
oh shit! And now Dark Blue off a breaststroke. Oh, eats a super kick. That's the risk you take popping off a breaststroke. It is the most deadliest rope. You gotta be careful with that. And now Kiera Hogan trying to mount a bit of a combat. Nice missile drop kick. Clothesline to this corner. She going for the big boot to the face. Oh no, hit her with the booty. And now going for a big boot. Right to the mush. I don't know if Kiera Hogan's gonna be able to pull this off. Ooh, hits her with a rude awaken like neck breaker. And only a 2 count though. Only a 2 count. She needs to get her head back in the game. Stay on her. Stay on Dark Blue. Don't let her mount. Don't let her get back on her feet. And now Dark Blue again. Oh, eating the turnbuckle. Ooh, chopping them titties again.
I like Kiera Hogan. It just seems like if she's working against someone good, then she looks better. But yeah, I feel like she just needs to be carried a little bit.
Oh, the Dark Blue got her. Oh. Right in the mush. Oh, eats a super kick from Dark Blue, but gives one herself. And another super kick by Kiera Hogan. Oh, got up in the Dark Blue got her in the fireman's carry. And oh, hits her with the TKO. And then hits her with the Dragon Sleeper. Okay, a lot better finish than the Code Red she's been using. I like that. Dark Blue, that was a lot better finisher than the Code Red she be trying to do. That was a lot better. She went from a TKO into a Dragon Sleeper.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, the code that Code Blue was a little rough. Like there would be some times where it would just be looking like mad sloppy.
Yeah, so that was a better finisher right there. You put a TKO into a Dragon Sleeper. Like not even just like a regular Dragon Sleeper, like Campbell Clutch Dragon Sleeper. So you pulling at the back too. So it's like, yeah, that was a lot better. Keep that one dark blue. See, look at that. She's already changing. You give her a new name and look at that. New finisher. You see how I blessed her with that now divine to just like, hey, try to branch out. New gimmick, new move. Let's try different now. Dark blue, big ups. Now we got a promo for the returning Serena Deebs. The professor's coming back, Matt. Which
I always liked Serena
they
Deeb,
do
so I'm okay
something
with
with
that.
her, though. I hope they do something with her, too.
Yeah, me too. She should kind of roll with the Blackpool Combat Club and kind of be like a female member for them, you know?
Yeah, I would be okay with that. Yeah, they definitely should kind of just come and recruit her then. Or not even recruit her, have her just pull up and be like, yeah, y'all need women in your ranks.
Yeah, she would fit that style. Cause she's already very technical based, and it seems like her new character is gonna be a little more intense. So
Yeah, they got her kind of more. She seems like they're kind of booking her more of a shooter. And they're definitely making her like the kind of escape artist. You know, she gonna be real technical, submission based. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I like the professor. Like, but yeah, I wouldn't even think twice to be like, yeah, put her in the BCC.
yeah,
Commercials, goddamn commercials. I don't have no commercials, but you know, it's just nothing now. You just look at a screen, it's like something maybe. Okay, take a look at this. Look at a screen that just says AEW Collision, just like you're seeing on my screen right now.
yeah,
Oh man!
yeah. I hate that.
Before you go, man, you been keeping up with Cobra?
Oh yeah.
Yo, man, I'm a little upset with Cobra, man. That me releasing that cat. That's why you got bit. Why are you releasing
Yeah.
the cat? You don't know who that cat was for. What he like, bro? Stop messing with animals.
Yeah, that's kind of crossing the line a little bit. I think, you know.
Also, did you hear about that chick that's trying to bag on, trying to get on? She's trying to get that Cobra D.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, is it that? Is it that really ugly girl?
Yeah, the naked and laughing lady.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I heard about that.
Yeah, she's trying to get up and get that Cobra B. She's trying to get that Cobra.
I mean, I guess you know. I guess there's somebody for everybody. I guess.
Yeah, but she crazy as cat shit too, though.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta see some of her streams, son. She wild, son. She wild.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, bro. Son, she crazy. She might actually hurt Cobra. She actually got her hands on her. Like, she crazy, son. But she kind of a grifter too, though, because she started a GoFundMe. She's like, yo, give me some money so I could go over and see Cobra. They're like, man, you go ahead and give her your money. She fuck around and just pocket your shit and be like, psych. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Son.
Really.
Like, bro. But it's crazy though. Like, she's like, yeah, but she says she want to fuck with Cobra, but it's like, I don't know, Cobes. I don't know.
I guess
she look a little dangerous.
I saw the one where the dude was like Cobra's neighbor, and I guess he like stumbled on the subreddit and he was kind of like just surprised and then so they're like asking him for proof, and they're like, no, you have to prove that you're Cobra's neighbor. So he goes to his door and then knocks on his door, and then Cobra's like, do you want a glass of wine? He's like, no, I'm good.
You want a glass of wine? Like, nah,
I would not accept wine from King Cobra. I would not accept anything from King Cobra, but like if you accept wine from Cobra, it's about to be like a sugar and honey and banana and hot pepper and eggnog concoction.
That's the origin story of when you become like a mutant. You drink that potion. That's what happens. That's what actually happens. You fuck around and you transform off to drinking that. Yo, son, I've been thinking about, I want to make my own mead, son. I don't want to make it like Cobra, but I would make it official. But, yo, that man said, you want some wine? You want some wine? Like, hell, yeah. I'm good, bro. It's like 10 in the morning. Chill. Chill. Right, bro. Straight from the... Listen... If Cobra actually made wine in the toilet, it might be an improvement.
Yeah.
It might be an improvement. Because the shit he be making now, he made a new mead just the other day. He's making an apple mead. He got caramel, apples, mad honey, sugar, apple juice. Making that apple juice mead, son. I'm saying he trying to make that hard cider, that hard apple cider. Yo, why they got Claudio?
I would.
We got Claudio over here wrestling a nobody. So why is this even on the show? He's literally wrestling like nobody, son. Straight jobbing ass cat. Don't even know who this dude is. Why is this on Collision? There was no one else Claudio could wrestle. Also, before I forget, Private Party made their return, which I'm happy to see.
Yeah, big time. Great to see them back again. It's like we talked about it with WWE. It's another good tag team for AEW. It's another good tag team that you can kind of throw in the mix,
Yeah. And they've already kind of stated they trying to get up in the scene. I think they're about to have a match with the Hardys first, so.
Yeah, that would be all right.
But why is Claudio over here wrestling this straight jobber, though?
Right. It couldn't be like Adam Copeland versus Claudio.
I don't know. Well, Adam Copeland had to wrestle Griff Garrison, so.
You couldn't have wrestled Claudio instead?
I don't know.
Okay, it is what it is, I guess.
I don't know. He just keeps facing this nobody who, I don't know, for some reason, they're trying to make him seem like he could be formidable. Like, who is this dude?
Yeah.
He looks like Discount Jungle Boy, to be honest. Oh, and he botched the fucking finish. Yeah, neutralize this dude. Neutralize him. That's it. Just cover him, Claude. Let's not do it more. What's he gonna do? Are you gonna
audio box finish or the other guy?
No, I think that what was supposed to happen was he was gonna do a shooting star, and Claudio was gonna catch him with the European, but he kind of missed it a bit, and so he misses it a bit, and then just decides to then just put him in the neutralizer, and then he beats him with like a ripcord clothesline.
Maybe he's like, nah, this guy's not deserving of the neutralizer.
No, he put him in the neutralizer, but then did him, and then after the neutralizer, hit him with the ripcord clothesline.
That's weird. Why didn't he
Okay,
just beat him with the
so
neutralizer?
now they showing that at AEW Dynamite Homecoming, Claudio Castagnoli is gonna go up against guess who? Guess who? Guess who, man?
Orange Cassidy.
Hangman Adam Page.
Is that a first time ever match?
I don't know, but again, why? Because wasn't Hangman just trying to jump Swerve? And didn't he have
I don't
beef
know.
with the
Hangman.
Undisputed Kingdom? So why are we fighting someone who's not in the Undisputed Kingdom?
It's like Hangman sort of doesn't know what he wants to do.
Yeah, it just makes him kind of look kind of stupid and cowardly almost. Like you're running away from him. You'll fight everybody but the dudes who beat you up? Make that make sense again.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
And now we got the tag team champions of Ricky Starks and Big Bill shooting a promo in the back.
I like that team. I like that pairing.
With Lexi. Wait, by the way, she's dating Big Bill.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
So Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho will take on Big Bill and Ricky Starks for the tag team titles in a street fight, apparently. Next week at Battle of the Belts.
Oh, okay. No worries. They're definitely not winning then.
Yeah. It's Battle of the Belts, yeah. Like titles don't change hands at Battle of the Belts.
Like if that's the one show you want to defend your title on, because then you know you're not going to lose it for sure.
Yeah, my God, this is another Saturday night, and again they're doing this kind of like two shows. It's like just have one show. Just have one show.
Yeah.
It's really dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, we're gonna do a Rampage and then do a Battle of the Belts. Just do a Battle of the Belts. Just have the night be or just call it Rampage Battle of the Belt night, and just like be done with it. But this having separate shows is kind of idiotic, because it's just you're just continuing with the same show. You might change the electronic graphics, but it's the same show.
It's like one show ends, and then the next show starts exactly where the last show ended. Like, the show starts, and the people that had the last match are still in the ring.
Yeah, so it's like it doesn't make sense that you're going to sit there and go through all of that just to do the same show.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Now, if you to tell me that Collision was filmed at another arena and you're gonna cut and move to that one, then okay. But that's not the case.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing here.
Yeah.
We're doing both shows in the same fucking building, right after the other one.
Yeah, very.
So like, why don't you just make that night a special night where it's just, hey, it's Battle of the Belt night on Rampage, instead of sitting there having Rampage and then immediately after Rampage it's Battle of the Belts. Why?
Makes too much sense, I guess.
And then you're gonna sit there, instead of utilizing the extra hour that you had, you're now gonna speed run a bunch of title matches that aren't even gonna change hands. Why?
Yeah.
When you had a whole extra hour, so you could have done a whole 2 hour, technically a whole 2 hour show. And instead you do one show and then another show, and the show that should matter with all the titles being quote unquote defended gets speed run because they only got 60 minutes. With commercial or picture in picture.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, Tony, what are you doing, man? Yo, call me, bro. I'll help you get on the path. I'll show you the way. But it's like this shit is like it's counterproductive. That's the same thing like you having a pay-per-view for your other company while you still continue having the regular show on the same night. Why are you your own competition? I couldn't even think to do that. Would you?
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, just make it a 2-hour Rampage. Just be like, okay, special 2-hour Rampage. That's it.
Yeah, just
2-hour Rampage.
Rampage, Battle of the Belts. If you're so hung up on the term Battle of the Belts, just call it Rampage, Battle of the Belt Night. Battle of the Belts. Okay, I think this might be the main event because House of Black's coming out to take on FTR. So, yeah, I think this is the main event here. But it really it doesn't make sense to me that you would do that. Like it really doesn't make sense. And then, like I said, that whole situation they did a couple weeks back where they had Final Battle on at the same time as Collision, and it's like, why would you undercut your own product?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want people to exclusively want to watch this show and that show? Why make them choose?
You would think, right? But I guess I don't know. Makes much sense, I guess.
Like that shit don't make no sense to me that you would put an audience in that position that they had to choose between the two, and it's like, okay, one of these shows I'm gonna have to choose to watch later or not at all. I mean, let's not forget that one of the shows you actually have to be a part of the Honor Club to actually see it. So that right there is like, so it's not available, not even on a pay-per-view, satellite provider, nothing. I gotta buy a package to watch, and then at the same time, it's like, hey, but we also got Collision on. And it's like, wow, man, if I was in Ring of Honor and I'm doing this Final Battle, this quote unquote, this is our big like pay-per-view type show, and I know that I'm losing viewership because my boss decided to run his other show at the exact same time. You know, the one that's on like literally cable TV or satellite provider. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, you would think, right?
It's like, yo, dude, do you actually care about Ring of Honor? Did you really like buy it to do something with it, or is it just like, you know, like whatever piece?
Like he bought it. Like I sort of feel like he bought it just to not let WWE get it, but now he doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna have to get out of here.
Honestly, I would have been like, okay, if I'm gonna continue to say, I gotta have Collision because it's on, it's on TBS or whatever, or I mean TNT. Then the Ring of Honor show is gonna be put on Sunday. That's all. Either do it Sunday. Like, don't do it Friday because you got Rampage on Friday. Like I said, I don't want you to undercut the other show. So if Rampage is a Friday and your Collision's on a Saturday, then what's that mean for Ring of Honor? Put it on a fucking Sunday. So that way your audience can now watch all of your content, and everybody reaps the benefits of not only, hey, we had good buy rates for the Ring of Honor stuff because, you know, it wasn't competing with itself or anything else for that matter. Seeing as how now WWE only does their shits on Saturdays, you literally had an open slot that there was no competition for wrestling. And you said, nah, we'll stack it on top of Collision. and the fans will choose what they're gonna watch. Oh. Let's not also forget to mention that barely any of the champions were there at the time because they were being held hostage by MJF. So there's that. But who you picking up for the winner of this match here? FTR or the House of Black? Who you think's got this here? Did I lose Matt? Oh, I lost Matt. Okay, I guess it's just me. I guess you guys just have me. So yeah, if I was gonna pick a winner here, I don't know. Like honestly, I'd kind of like to see the House of Black win this. FTR. I don't think they could kind of sacrifice taking the L, to be honest. Let me see something here. What's going on in here? You know what? I'm gonna do something reckless. We're gonna jump in some friends. Hold on, chat. Oh no, everybody's doing that. Oh, this is the scene over here. Okay. I'll do this. Hey yo, what's good? I'm over here on my stream KliqBait Wrestling. My tag team partner had to leave me, so I was about to wrap up the show, but I wanted to finish this match here. Got House of Black taking on FTR, so you know. I think House of Black's gonna get it though. What say you, DeBlank? What happened to Carm? Oh yeah, they over there doing their air thing. Oh, okay. We over here now. Oh. Hmm. I don't know who now. Why you? Okay, so why are we bringing kids here? We got the kids now. We got the kids in the audience, and why you want them to run up on children? That's always a weird angle to try to do. Don't throw the kids and the family and the wife in the mix. That's just kind of weird. Don't do that. Just finish the match. Have a wrestling match. I don't need the extra story mode of we going for the kids. We stalking your family shit. We don't need none of that. Now you got FTR, got the crowd all because he going for the family. He tried to go for my kids, not the kids. Now we got mind games, Michael. Yeah, mind games always get you. Let's see what's gonna happen now. Now that we got mind games, Michael. Chad, who do y'all got? FTR or House of Black? Oh man. So since this is the main event, they taking this all the way to the rest of the night, I guess, right? I don't think there's anything else going on after this FTR. Alright. Like I said, I'm going with House of Black on this one though, Gojira. Oh boy, working on that arm.
Too strong 'cause it is my favorite holiday.
Alright, let's go. Let's see. Oh, look, a bit of a botch there.
All those fucking monkeys?
And oh, what a moonsault. You know what? I think everyone left, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I know I said I was gonna stay to the end of the match, but you know what? Fuck it, I'll stay to the end of the match because I'm watching the shit. And if you're here, you're here. If you're not, that's okay. I'll see you later. Well, let's see. We got Malachi putting the hurting on Cash. Oh, Dynamite coming to Savannah? If I was still living in Savannah, I would have went there, but I don't live there no more, so ooh. Das Wonder King, Alex Wright, of course. Come on. Everybody knows it's Das Wonder King. Disco was a joke. Disco was a joke. And now we got the match to a crawl because we still got a whole, like 10 minutes left in the show before this match is over. So now we got the headlock spot. Don't go wilding out like Cobra.
We're gonna use
man.
the
wild out like
Kagame
Cobra.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. It's the Dwight
shot
race.
glass.
Stop racing. You're getting point advantages. Help.
Dwight race.
Calm down.
Birthday, Shybot.
You're cheating.
Thank
Yo,
you. Thank you
Dwight,
for
get in
the
here. We racing.
We're gonna
Happy
do
birthday if we made this up to you.
I'm about
one
I'm about to end
shot
my
by
stream.
itself
I'm doing my wrestling stream
of
right now.
Jaeger.
I'm about to wrap it up in
Oh.
minute.
A shot for a shy bot.
Whoa.
I'm gonna fucking
of
hate
course.
this too. I fucking hate Jaeger.
More like a shy shot.
Hey, Jaeger with
going to
Pepsi tastes
kill
really
you?
good. Who's counting us down? Shy?
Shy.
Oh,
is
I
gonna
just
have
saw
to
how to
count
do
us
the
down.
drop
Oh,
dash.
shit.
Okay, but
I should
but,
say it. Well,
yeah, hold up. We gotta. Is everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, so Hooven Tooth is better cruiserweight than Psychosis, man. I mean, Psychosis were good too, so I mean, it's kind of hard. They were equally had their pros, to be honest. Hey, I'm talking about wrestling. It's all good. Ooh, that was a nice brain buster there. I mean, I could see House of Black getting the tag team championship. But they already did the whole trios thing, so. Roll up. Oh, kick to the face. And a 2 counts. Oh, try to go for the roll up, but no. Oh, are we going for Power and Glory? Power and Glory. Oh no, doing a hybrid Power and Glory. Oh no, we're doing a Power and Glory. Power. That was a nice spot right there. Everybody's on the ground. Everybody's down. Crowder chanting. This is awesome. Oh, but Murphy gets yeeted. Sabu, Perry Saturn. I wouldn't even see they're like in the same category, but you know, Sabu's always kind of like the better. Oh, double need, and then thrown right over the table with authority. And now Malachi with the chair. Two count. Oh. I still don't know why they're trying to do the whole family act. Oh. Hit him with the shadow machine. But no, Malachi breaking up the count. That looked like it was going to be it right there. Oh. Spike pile driver on the apron. Oh, for Malachi Black. Oh, man. That could be it for Malachi right there. Oh, here comes Brody King. Looking to be a bit of an equalizer. But here comes Daniel Garcia. Oh, nice stomp by Buddy. But Dax gets his foot on the ropes, breaking the count once again. This match. Goes for the powerbomb, stacks him. But no, rolls him over and reverses an FTR with the win. House of Black coming back to jump him. Beating up on Garcia and FTR. And oh, a stomp on the chair. Oof. And now they're gonna beat him up in front of his family for what? Oh, eats the black mass with the chair. And then Garcia gets beat down. Although they keep pointing the camera at the daughter, and the daughter doesn't seem to be that real terrified about the beatdown that her father is currently taking. And there's Julia Hart with the host title, ringing the bell, having fun. Oh, and then Garcia just gets spiked pile driver. FTR and Garcia left laying. And that brings Collision to an end. And that will bring our show to an end, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. Make sure you like and subscribe. Appreciate anyone who stuck in for the rest of the show. For my boy Mattitude, appreciate him for coming. And hey, we'll see y'all back here next week. Yeah, Julia and her comedically large hat, definitely. But we'll see you guys back here next week for more wrestling action. So until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And make sure you always kick out. Thick Boys out.
Time has come, I'm ready to go. Venturing into the unknown. Fire's inside me, must be unleashed. People talk nonsense all the day. Shampoo kindness, all they can say. I can't get no satisfaction. Woo-hoo! Challenge may have come. Woo-hoo! Fighting just begun, but there's no stopping. People spreading out my wings. Let's fly high. Woo-hoo! Concentrate my power. Woo-hoo! And the final outing, in the end, I'm gonna win. I hope you die. Don't you know I'm unstoppable? Don't even try, cause you will fall. I got a strength deep in my soul that gives me courage and control. I'll go beyond the limit break. The universe is mine to take. I have no fear. I think it's clear. Let's keep you high. All this Dragon Ball Super.